諸軍総大将官名より全蘇兵に次ぐこたびの栄えある海戦の一陣、我ら蘇軍が受けたまった。
なんだこのバカでけえ声は。
隣の戦場だぞ。この戦で秦は滅ぶ。この戦は深く歴史に刻まれること間違いない。この大戦の口火を切る誉れ高き者は林北貴様だ。おう、
先方は。
よっしゃよっしゃ。我が名はその豪将林北。林武君、そこか。同金の敵は我こそこの壮大な戦の幕を開ける者である。死を揺るがすのは誰か。天を震わすのは誰か。沈め戦軍。突撃じゃ。将軍に続け。
なんだこれ。
さすが公将軍、そうこなくったよ。俺たちも続くぞ。突撃だ戦隊。この大戦の口火を切るのは俺たちだ。
If you don't want that, then fight. Even if that means you have to force them to listen to you. The words of someone who doesn't fight will never reach anyone.
Well, you had better hear me today. It's because you consider me a vagabond leader that I'm not to speak here. Well, you had better cut those neckties off of them black boys that you put in our district. Because they don't know what's happening. And I'm from the pits of nigger hell. And I know what's happening. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillars. Should you try to pretend that I'm crazy because I want America to be saved? Riots that goes on in this country, in any city. The city is better than Pittsburgh. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?
Yo, what's up? What's up? This your guy, Ray Hama, 1 versus a million. Let me know if I can be heard. Let me know if I can be heard. Oh, man, this is pressure. This is pressure. Hit the like, share, follow the Rumble, subscribe, bless the Cash App, the Hama Force, which link should be in the description. But man, my God, dude. I can't even imagine. And it's one who has kids, teenagers. Yeah. I'll be living it, and it would be none of this. So we come together, as family, cry and, shop. Now, no, it's gonna be some shit forming that a lot of you white supremacists and white and and black white supremacists wouldn't like. Yeah, y'all Y'all don't like anarchy when it backfires. That's one thing I noticed. Hana Muhammad, I'm about to go in. I got to go in. And before I went in, I had to, take care of some stuff. You know what I mean? And I was listening to some videos and everything of both cases with the Carmelo Anthony trial and Cyrus Carmack-Belton. May he rest in peace. And may God bless his family. Lord God, Lord Jesus Christ, as I come before you right now, I want to ask you, Lord, to please bless the family, the Belton family, my Lord. And may the soul of Cyrus Carmack-Belton rest. May his soul rest in peace with you, my Lord. Go before his family, keep them safe and in your protection, especially after what they went through. Please give them healing and please guide them, Lord. And I pray, God, yes, Lord, if they appeal, that they will get this wrongful wrongful death lawsuit that it will fall through. And Lord, please bless that it will all go in their favor to the highest order. Lord God, guide me. And Lord, as you know, I need to get prepared for this stream. Took me a minute, couple of days, but I had to do some little bit of info gathering instead of just going, just firing up my live stream. And yeah, I uh, I need I know that this family, Lord God, they're gonna really need you, Lord. We all need you, but families, Lord God, that went through such tragedies as these, they need you the most. Please, Lord God, fill them, my Lord, with the power of your peace, my Lord, and some kind of clarity, Father God. Lord, as you know, I can't even imagine. And God, you know my fury. And if they don't seek vengeance, then they're way better than me. In this I admit and say unto you, my Lord, from my heart. So guide me on this day in this live stream. Because I gotta cuss these sons of bitches the fuck out. Thank you, my Lord, eternal God, in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Oh, because okay. With the Cyrus situation, with this damn demon that you white motherfuckers let go, murdered, murdered an innocent boy, cold blood. This story been happening, but I caught this, kind of late, and as it seems, some other people kind of caught this a little bit late or whatever. But man, no, man, no, no, they don't. They tore the store up. Okay, cool, but he wasn't in there. That's what I'm saying. His evil ass wasn't in there. And I was told too that this shit wasn't his first damn time doing this shit. Are you fucking kidding me? How many, how many examples, prime examples, must we suffer for y'all to realize that and all of what y'all have done to black folks, to us black people, to us foundational black Americans, all this time that we've been here, it is justified. Our violence towards you is justified. Understand that. Yes, I heard some of the demeaning, deranged ass comments and statements from you shitty ass, weird ass, crazy, beyond deranged ass and grotesque ass white folks. And and you and you raccoons. Yes, yes. I heard you motherfuckers. Yes. Yes, you are on the forever nigga, you are best over there. Any closer, you might get sent to the shadow realm. That's how bad your fucking bootlicking is, sirs and ma'ams. No more, you shall have your war. No more, you shall have your war. That's my chant. Since you have chiefs, head deputies, and all them coming up in their conferences talking about what they're gonna do to people if they keep on mistreating and abusing and killing officers and shit. Well then, damn it, how about we make our declaration? Any more, damn it, any more of this heinous ass, deranged ass, barbaric bullshit that you motherfuckers think y'all have a right to do towards us? Guess what? We have a right, damn it. We are gonna rise up, damn it, and we are gonna take action. And yes, damn it, if it involves, damn it, from beat down, it's gonna involve, damn it, beat down to the damn shadow realm. That's where the fuck is gonna be. That's what the fuck is gonna be. Cause it's like I'm noticing as I sit back and just and observe it all again, there's times we have to do that, what I mean, which helps, bring some kind of, cathartic feeling, because once you're able to see the whole picture of it all, and I give all thanks and praise to God the Most High for blessing me to come across such an awesome man, in my life. Hence the Black Manosphere. Yes, yes, yes. And with that, I noticed that these crazy deranged motherfuckers, they gotta be sent off to a whole island. I mean, last resort, yes, it's Shadow Realm, but something gotta be done with these deranged motherfuckers. Because as I sit back and look at the whole map of this shit, y'all, there's this great desire that they have to try to force these fucked up realities upon us. And it's way left field from how God decreed for us to be in his word and how we should live our lives. We have a damn right to fight against you sons of bitches. No more. You don't think I can pull this modern Jim Crow, this all this kind of bullshit, 1940s modern what 1940 type of bullshit treatment, and then still get on these fucking airwaves and look at us and tell us, damn it, oh, we need to stop complaining about the white man, white supremacy, and what the fuck y'all do? You dumb sons of bitches. That's like that's equivalent to Like a motherfucker poking you or some shit, and like, you know, or somebody causing you like direct harm, whatever, you just supposed to like not complain, just take it, or you supposed to not show no kind of resilience towards that shit, huh? You supposed to just sit up and just take it right up the ass, huh? And if you complain about it, you're in the wrong. That shit has to stop. All around universally. That shit has to stop immediately. I want to play some videos, of course, but in all fair use, I and we cannot take this shit no more. Motherfuckers, y'all and this fucked up infrastructure y'all set up, right? Which has helped derail me in my path and what the hell I was trying to aim for. So, not to make this about me, but just saying, y'all done this. Y'all have a habit of doing this shit, this saboteurish ass bullshit. And then y'all want to play the whole throw rocks and hide your hands type of thing. Y'all play it so fucking strongly. It's crazy. It's like it's like the more motherfuckers move away from being an accountable person, from what I've observed and gathered, the more retarded they become. Like the more deranged they become. So, and I'm quite tired of it. And it's like, yeah. So basically, what you saying, you uh, motherfuckers with this white supremacist ass fucked up system and democratic and liberal beta male ass fucking feminist system infrastructure y'all set up, huh? So therefore, with that, y'all basically coming to us. Y'all might as well come out, just come out with it. Goddamn, just come out with it. Just come out with it and just fucking say with boldness, you cowardly motherfuckers and fuckettes. Just come out and say that we want to do anything to you, black people, because we just don't like you. We just don't like your existence at all, period. Yes, no, you ain't haven't done nothing to us or whatever, blah, blah. But yeah, but we have just hatred towards you and we just want you we just want you just out the picture, period. Especially, more predominantly, you black men. We can still use the women as for breeding. We can still use it as we have for the beginning. But yeah, but to hell with you, black man. Nah, it ain't going down like that. Now we are going to rise against your ass with full force. Because I know I will. God forbid any more injustice befall upon me or mine. Especially after all what y'all done to me. Try to bring some injustice bullshit like like I have with these two cases upon mines. Oh Lord, the officer or the deputy who got away, who got reassigned after murdering the innocent black woman in her home, the one with the y'all remember with the with the hot boiling water. She could have been like anybody's daughter, man. She could be any of your daughters, you know. These motherfuckers done too much, and it's time no more. If y'all want to be a moth to the flame about with this shit, okay, well, bet we shall be thy flame and send your ass asunder. So yeah, so here we go. Let's check this out real quick. I went on a little bit. Let's check these videos out here because some of them are a little bit long. But yeah, thank you guys, man, for coming through, man. Yeah, because I'm chopping up with me about this. Leave your thoughts too about this with this case and everything. And I know some motherfuckers gonna be divided or whatever, and some are not gonna be, you know, like with Karmelo, they're gonna be against him. Y'all already know all that. So yeah, just leave all that shit in there. So yeah, I had to get my damn my weed for this shit. I had to. So yeah. All right. And we're gonna go and someone over now my shit wanna pop up. Okay. All right. Now let me uh I said let's start. Hmm. Well I'll say that after. And yeah, I found another beta male coon too, whom I'm gonna share as well. Yeah, we're gonna share that one. And another one who's riding against Carmelo, and another one making fun of people who are sticking up for Carmelo. You know, one of them, one of them raccoons who definitely need to be sent to the shadow realm, right along with Anton's bitch made ass. So, and yeah, before I get into playing the video too, I didn't want to download because I didn't want to get that shit, man, because yeah, it was a little bit too long, and I didn't want to be I didn't want this stream to be that long. But yeah, but have y'all heard? And just basically came out what a a day about a day ago. Yeah, there was this foreign chick who basically shared, some videos of basically over there in China, how there's a company there that decided, thought it was cool to make some what they call stress reliever dolls. So and they're nothing but black dolls, you know, that they use and they do all kind of like crazy stuff with it. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, it's just a little symbolic symbol of them, that they're using, I guess, to express their hatred towards all people of color or some shit. I don't know what the fuck is. I'm like, yeah. So y'all hate y'all retarded and y'all hate your then, and keep it open mind. Hey, I know that this ain't all like Chinese folk and shit like that, but and I've seen what little bit clips of certain Asian people coming out and shaming those degenerate Asian people that be doing such crazy shit like that, expressing such deranged racism towards us. For when your oppressors all this goddamn time, you crazy some bitches, have been no fucking white man, whom which has been revealed, the whom y'all would like to identify as the most, who y'all admire the most, whose asses y'all kiss the most. How come you motherfuckers can't get bold enough, huh? And and create some white dolls, some white uh, stress reliever dolls. Crazy motherfuckers. Yeah, man. I was like, oh hell, no, that's some crazy shit. But they said the Chinese government is on it, and they're going to be taking care of it. So, but yeah, and let's get to this one. This one involving Kamala Anthony. Yep, let's get one of the longest ones out the way.
If evidence does come out that Karmelo was not in fact fighting for his life when he stabbed and killed Austin Metcalf, do you think that the black community will accept that?
Fair use.
If evidence shows that he did not, no, we're going to stand by ours regardless. They stand by theirs. We're going to stand by ours regardless. I'm a mother first. I'm a black mother. Let me put that on there. I'm an African-American mother. So I have to put away my color first and step into the motherhood. Nobody wants to see their child slain. So I do want to send prayers to Austin Metcalf, their family. But at the end of the day, I got to think like, okay, what did you do to him or whatever to cause this to happen, the reaction? We got to start taking accountability for our kids. Because then again, if my kid, that's why it's a catch-22, if my kid was Karmelo and I feel like his back was up against the wall, well, I'm going to tell you straight up, better mine than yours. Better mine than yours. So either way it go, everybody loses. A black boy allegedly murdered, and I say allegedly, heavy on the allegedly, murdered somebody.
No lies
you see
there.
What I'm saying? So yeah, this is about race. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, they wouldn't give a damn.
Who wouldn't give a damn?
Let me say this. Let's say the community.
So like if Karmelo Anthony was the one stabbed and killed by Austin Metcalf,
they wouldn't give a damn.
I come out here every Thursday and we pray for people going to court because we know this is the final frontier of racism and it's legalized here.
It was announced yesterday that there's no black jurors that were chosen. What are your thoughts on that?
That's why we need God. That's
wild, man.
That's why he's going to show who's in control.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So once again, we got to talk about woke black activists, black liberals, and pro-blackity blacks.
This is the beta male coon
taking another L. Okay, they've been taking a lot of L's lately, and I think they're about to take a big L when it comes to this Karmelo Anthony trial.
use.
Because these people have made up things. I mean, they've literally just made up their own reality in order to defend the indefensible. Because honestly, at the end of the day, they're only defending Karmelo because he's black. And they don't care if a black person murders a white person. All they care about is
bitch made ass
he's
up.
black and white man evil, white man bad, right? So therefore, it's okay. And they're literally defending murder at this point. And again, they're doing so in ways that are extremely dishonest and quite honestly disturbing, because I don't understand how is it that individuals refuse to live in the same reality as everybody else. But I mean, to be honest with you, this is a common thing on the left, right? This is a common thing with leftists. In order to be a liberal, to be a leftist, to be a race hustler, right? To be a Marxist, a communist, a socialist, you have to live in a different reality, right? You have to live in an alternative reality. When the facts of actual reality don't match your ideology and your narrative, you have to make stuff up. And that's what's happening here as more details are coming out during the trial about what actually happened. And lo and behold, the things that the pro-blackity blacks claim in order to defend Karmelo Anthony, like, for example, Karmelo was jumped. Those two big strapping white boys tried to jump Karmelo. They were beating him up, right? None of that happened. Karmelo and Austin Metcalf did not know each other before, right? The incident, that also was a lie. Karmelo is not some, prodigy that was saving young children when he was like 6 years old from drowning. They also made that up as well too. They've just made up so much stuff. And in this story right here, this video I gotta talk about, it started to backfire because the same individuals that are running around, okay, promoting these random black people on the internet, who are telling these lies, right? It started to backfire because they're literally supporting predators, right? And that brings me to this video right here featuring this guy, okay, who basically falsely claimed that he saw the video of Karmelo and Austin Metcalf, and he saw plain as day that Karmelo was being jumped by 4 boys, right? 4 boys were jumping Karmelo. And I want to play this clip, and I've already played it before, but I want to play it again because this guy is currently under the microscope. And again, this is embarrassing, okay? He claims
one dude,
to be
he
high school staff member.
Wow,
right? So
okay.
I want you guys to keep those details in mind as we get into this, okay? So without further ado, let's get into it.
You seen the video on 2 hours. Was it clear enough or was it fuzzy or what?
No, it was clear. It was okay. It's clear enough where you can see the actual individual raindrops come by the camera.
Okay.
That's how clear it is. You actually see them walking up. You see that Karmelo is already up under there. He's under there minding his business.
Dodging the rain, or
yeah, it was still raining. You know,
right.
I'm from Little Elm, so that day we were under a tornado watch.
Right.
And we were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we had already had some light rain then, and it started raining again. Then it was over with for the day.
Okay.
So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already, and so during that time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with them. They were all coming from the direction of the middle school,
right.
coming walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those four that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract them a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they surrounded Karmelo. You know, if you're Karmelo,
and they showed that on that video.
It's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see him walk.
I'm gonna say little stuff.
I'll put it this way.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, right? The only video that has been reported, and all the reports suggest that none of the stuff that this guy claims is true, right? Like for example, the video is not super clear. You can't see the stabbing. Nobody reported that Karmelo was surrounded by a bunch of boys and he was being jumped. Like, that's not what's being reported at all, okay? But let's continue here.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here they're 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they actually did jump him.
Yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things. But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same time,
So it's more than the twins that got some licks
all
on
4.
them. So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video. So again, you got Hunter and Austin standing in the middle.
Okay.
And you have the light bright boy here, and you have the darker boy here.
Okay.
I think that's what I remember. So I have to go back and think about it. But that's where they were. One was going up and down while they were talking and kind of pushing or whatever he was doing. Austin and Hunter was in front. So where they're talking about grabbing bags, Hunter actually said that I grabbed his bag.
Right.
And then later on, he said that Austin threw the bag.
Okay.
Jeff also said the same thing. And so that's them both antagonizing. And we know under Texas law, I just have the fear that you're about to do something to me and you can get up out of here. Yeah, so you don't have to touch me. But at that point, he still stood there and stopped there. And whatever they say alleged was said, you don't know that until they get into it here. But once they did that, they started hitting him. Karmelo actually was able to back out and try to get away. So he was actually trying to get away the first time. Austin grabbed him, and you can see his hoodie coming out like this, and they brought him back in.
Okay.
And when they brought him back in, that's when you can see Austin put him in a headlock. You can see that all the rest of them are still hitting. That must be when the poke happened, because he was able to get out again. He backed out. He looked to the right. That's where the other little kid was filming, because they got some cell phone footage too. But that's where he was filming. He looked directly at him in his camera, and then he went this way to the left. He went down. He fell. And that's when they realized he was gone, because they were still punching. And when he fell, that's when they all turned around. They started chasing him. Austin tried to go chase him too, but he grabbed his chest. I guess he realized that something happened to him. And that's when he went down a little bit and he fell down. But all 3 of them were chasing. But Karmelo was so fast, he got away and went around to the coach. And so you can see them on the video pointing toward Karmelo and the coach. And I can imagine, because Karmelo's out of the camera on that moment, that he was telling the coach what happened. And then that's when Hunter said he whipped his head around. That's a true statement. He just wasn't sitting when he did it. He whipped his head around. You see him on the video. And that's when he walked over to where Austin was, but he never touched him. So all that stuff about him rendering aid and holding his heart, he never did that, because the coach grabbed him and he was holding him. So at the end of the day, that's kind of where the moment went. But they did assault him, and we'll just play the game. Even if it was just a push, you still assaulted him, because it was unwanted. By your own definition in your word of him saying that leave me alone and I'm not going, you assaulted him, period. But they did beat him. And if you look at the, not the photo that Fox 4 put out, because that was one that they actually edited. I have the emails to prove it. But the actual Collin County one, you can see the webs and stuff on his eye. You can see the bridge of his nose is swollen. You can see the webs under his neck. And so that's the reason why they edited the one from Fox and kind of airbrushed it. And you can see they put the locks of his hair that got taken out as well.
Wow. 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 At some point, as black folks, we have to stop embarrassing ourselves. Seriously. I have secondhand embarrassment. I'm so sorry. I have secondhand embarrassment just listening to 5 minutes of just straight lies. How do you make stuff up like this? Like, seriously. Did this guy sit down and write this
do
story?
lies. I'll say that one.
Because basically everything this dude said, none of this stuff has been said during the actual trial, right? Now, who knows? Maybe the defense eventually will bring some witnesses, okay, who will, corroborate this story, right? This fairy tale these people made up. But we haven't seen that yet, and I don't think we're going to see it happen, right? 20 plus witnesses. None of them has said anything close to this at all, right, in regards to what happened. But again, the pro-blacks are
If you didn't make it up, you need to be
anything,
slapped.
anything. Some random dude says this, right? And then you have individuals like Tariq Nasheed and also this white liberal as well, too, who's also not very smart, right? They're pushing this, right? They're pushing this. Listen to this. Staff member, right? Keep that in mind. Staff member saw a video of Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf speak. So this is what they're pushing, right? This is what they're putting out there.
Secret Service Sam here with an update from a staff member who saw the video of the Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf altercation. He says, the video was very clear. You can even see the raindrops. You can see 4 boys walk up to Karmelo, who's under the tent minding his business. Now, there was 4 boys and a few others, he said. A couple of the others were distracting the coach while they jumped Karmelo. He said it was really in the rain delay. The twins and a few of their buddies, 4 of them and 3 other ones, one distracted the coach, and they surrounded Karmelo. A few seconds later, they jumped him. Austin pushed him. The twins were in the middle. They were all jumping Karmelo. Hunter said Karmelo threw his bag. That is not true. Hunter grabbed his bag, but it shows they threw his bag away. And under Texas law, you just have to fear for your life. They start hitting.
That's not what Texas law says. You have to have a reasonable, right? A reasonable fear. You can't just say, I fear for my life, and therefore it's okay for me to kill somebody, right? That's not how it works. You have to have a reason. Why they leaving out that key word, right? Reasonable, aka you have to actively be in a situation where a reasonable person would believe that their life is in danger. There are no elements to Karmelo's case thus far that suggests a reasonable person would have believed that their life was in danger in order to justify stabbing a high school student in the chest. Now, the best thing that the defense has presented so far is the size mismatch, right? That's their best defense at this point. Their best defense is, well, Austin was a big scrapping white boy, right? He had about 100 pounds on Melo, right? That's the best defense they got. Because they damn sure don't have any witnesses backing up these claims that these people are making. But again, they're believing random people who have no credibility whatsoever. Again, it gets worse. Let's finish here.
Hitting Karmelo. Karmelo tried to get away, but Austin pulls him in by the hoodie, he says, and they pulled him back under the tent. Austin then put him in a headlock. Karmelo got away, and then you see Austin grab his chest. But all the stuff about Hunter rendering aid, holding the blood in, was a lie because he says the coach grabbed him away and pulled him out of the scene. Now, also on Fox 4, the staff member was saying they edited the photos of Karmelo to make it look like he had no injuries. But in the original photos, you could see his injuries. Karmelo had welts on his face, on his neck, and you could see locks of hair missing. I will keep you updated on this highly contested trial. They're saying they played the 911 footage in court today, and they were saying that they don't know which way this one will go. As you know, I will keep you updated as more information comes in.
Oh, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it. The delusion is crazy.
He's going to be released.
Right? So this guy right here, right? Their star staff member, right? Who claims that he's seen a video that nobody else has seen, by the way, right? Nobody has seen this allegedly very clear video that shows what happened, right? That shows Karmelo getting jumped. Turns out this guy is a full-blown registered sex offender, right? In fact, there's a whole article about this guy, right? That defeats all credibility that he had, which I personally knew that this guy was full of shit when I first heard him talk. But now, again, he's been exposed as a sex offender.
Frisco ISD in Texas has lost its entire mind. A second, not the first, a second registered child schmex offender has been found on the list of individuals who went to view a video of minors via open records request at Frisco ISD. And as a parent, you're not angry enough because no parents were notified of this. Some of you may remember my reporting from last year when I exposed Dwayne Morris Turner, or Morris Dwayne Turner, a man who considers himself an advocate in the circle of Carmelo Anthony supporters, if that tells you anything. Here he is. Yes, he is a registered schmex offender, a schmedo, and is on TikTok. As you can see, he's already been in trouble for not registering when he was supposed to. He also attempted to sue me for discriminating against him for his identity. And yes, he was a viewer of the video via open records request at Frisco ISD in Texas. The video shows footage from the time frame of when Carmelo Anthony poked Austin Metcalf in the heart. Austin Metcalf lost his life that day. However, the video has no evidentiary value since the incident itself cannot be seen in the footage. However, dozens of people, including myself, have seen the video via open records request, media passes, or through unique circumstances.
And this is the same guy that Tariq Nasheed is promoting, okay? And the pro-blacks are sharing as somebody that is credible, right? Let's read this. A little L man is facing a human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and then took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him. I don't think this guy is a high school staff member, right? I'm just saying, if a high school hired this guy, there's some big problems, okay? A little L man is facing human trafficking charge after police say he drove more than 200 miles to pick up an Austin teen and took the victim to a hotel to have sex with him. The arrest affidavit for Morris Dwayne Turner, 45, states police responded to a missing child call around 1 a.m. March 30th. The victim's guardian said he had dropped the victim off at school the day before he had not returned home. The affidavit states the victim returned to school later that day and that another guardian was concerned he now had a cell phone and multiple hickeys on his neck. Wait, what now? Hold on now. Again, we're talking about a child that appears to be a boy, right? A boy, okay? Let's finish. Police were able to interview the victim in April and noted he, quote, appeared to be afraid to speak truthfully about the events. The victim's guardian consented to have police search the home, and police was able to track contacts on the phone to Turner. After the interview, the victim told a guardian that he was being harassed by Turner and that Turner picked him up from school and took him to a Motel 6 in Cedar Park. The affidavit states police interviewed the victim around 2 weeks after the initial interview to provide more information. The victim told police that Turner traveled with from Little Elm to Austin to pick him up and take him from Travis County to a hotel in Williamson County. The victim said he fell asleep after Turner tried to make sexual advances on him and that he felt he had been violated while he was asleep. Police say they interviewed Turner, who made several conflicting statements. Turner initially denied meeting the victim, then later admitted to doing so. He initially said he traveled to meet the victim during South by Southwest, then admitted to meeting the victim on March 29th. The affidavit states Turner admitted to taking the victim to his hotel and dropped him off at his school the following day. Turner was arrested September 15th on a felony charge of trafficking of persons and has been booked into the Denton County Jail. Online records state he has been held on a $100,000 bond. Yeah. So again, this happened back in 2017. Now, just so that everybody understands, this is the guy who claims that he saw a video of Carmelo Anthony get jumped by Austin Metcalf, right? Take a good look at his face. This is a picture straight from the Denton County website. We have registered sex offenders. Looks about the same to me, right? Looks like the same guy, right? Looks like the same guy. Here's another picture. Yeah. This is who they're parading around. This is who they're listening to. This is who the pro-blackity blacks are listening to, right? This is their credible source that saw a clear as day video of Carmelo getting jumped, right? He's a literal predator, right? A predator who apparently traveled 200 miles to have sex with a middle school boy. And again, they're parading around this guy as their credible proof and evidence that Karmelo is innocent. Again, at some point, black people will get tired of being embarrassed, right? At some point, we will get tired of being the laughing stock of the country, right? Let's keep it 100, right? Let's keep it all the way 100. This is why they're laughing at us, okay? So, the same individuals who paraded this guy around as a credible source, now finding out that this dude is likely a predator, okay? They're now coming out here and they're coping with reality, right? They're refusing to acknowledge reality.
Calf trial. Now, people are saying that Morris Dwayne Turner is the man in the video who alleges that he saw a video and claims that 4 people jumped him, to which everybody is divided on the internet. They're saying, oh, all the racists are like, see, this is him. He's a petty, Sam. Take your video down. But based on publicly available information, there does not appear to be any independent authoritative confirmation that the man claiming to have seen the alleged Carmelo Anthony video is definitively the same person as Morris Dwayne Turner. What has happened is that several social media posts and videos have identified the man as Morris Dwayne Turner and made additional claims about his background. However, search results are primarily Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube posts repeating these assertions, not official court records, law enforcement statements, or reporting from major news organizations.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Yeah, this is straight from the county website. Again, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's right here, my guy. It's straight from the Denton County website. As you can see, right? You can see my URL here, right? I don't know what to tell you, my guy. It looks like the same guy to me, okay? Looks like the same dude to me. Again, the cope is incredible.
That independently verified the identification.
AKA the liberal media didn't tell him, right? He believes everything that the liberal media tells him. He has to have confirmation from the liberal media before he can believe his own eyes, right?
So the most accurate answer is that people online have claimed the man is Morris Dwayne Turner to discredit him. Now, I have not verified that it is him or it is not him. There's no reliable evidence that his identification has been officially confirmed. The material available is largely social media commentary rather than independently verified reporting. So all you racists who are DM me and say, take it down, Sam, take this back, it has not been verified. So until it is verified, we do not know. What do you guys think? Let me know.
Congratulations, you played yourself. When it is verified, I don't know if you're going to take it down or what, but again, you know, this is what you get.
Yeah, I mean, that may be, from the actual picture from the website, what I mean, but shit. Thing is, if he is, one of those predators, then that's a great foul on the school for allowing them to be near kids. But then again, as we know, hey, black men, have been known for years longer than I've been alive, been accused of, all kind of like crazy shit. But he look exactly like him, and I'm like, hey, then the Karmelo family, then they just need to tell him, hey, not to speak on the matter anymore, not to speak on it. Period. But I didn't know that Tariq was you know endorsing and supporting this dude. So I don't know what the fuck is up with that shit, but what I do know is that it's not cool to exaggerate, because when he's basically giving his statement of his claim of what he saw, like when it comes to the video, I'm like, man, that because dude, this is like highly important, man, and it's very serious issues to where it's basically like you're mocking the whole process and the whole situation and the family, which is highly disrespectful. You know, if what he said, wasn't true and it's not in the video. And so, yep, and in defense, it was told they rest their case and all that stuff. So, I mean, or did they just rested then, for that time after they called like what a few witnesses. So, but yeah, but that's just not cool, man. Like, don't be on, don't be just saying like crazy shit, man. They'll end up making yourself look stupid in the end in front of the whole damn world. And this motherfucker, man, you can already tell like he's riding against Carmelo and the Carmelo people who's supporting him. But let's check out this. Somebody came through. Sup, y'all come through. Mm-hmm. Let's see. It's Karmelo. Uh, okay. From what was that? Yeah, it said Jamal. Carmelo didn't do nothing but mind his own business and keep it real. Yeah, yeah, and they was fucking with him, you know, and this motherfucker was talking like mocking him like as if basically saying like oh he straight up like stabbed the dude like everybody else was saying like nah man like come on. I'm tired of you motherfuckers acting so super oblivious and shit to to the factors of it all of that there are people out there and there are situations that exist that have existed since like forever of people with these highly antagonistic spirits, I mean, that feel like, where they gotta impose their will and their desires upon you. And they believe that they should have a right to do so and to get away with it, and you to not give them any pushback for it. And yeah, so and that can come on multiple different levels. So in situations like that, it's best to keep a fucking open mind to know that uh, such human beings damn are so damn evil to where they can be on such shit like that, which is the whole throw rocks and hide your hand syndrome. You know, uh, because for people like that, they believe that for them to do evil onto others, to afflict evil upon others, they believe that they'll give them some kind of like they'll get their rocks off, or I'll say, but it's They're crazy and dumb, and they should be stomped the fuck out. That boy who's in that tent, he should have been left the hell alone. And yeah, and like some others have echoed some of the same sentiments as I'm about to say. Yeah, they should have left his ass alone. They shouldn't have approached him. Damn it, whether it be fucking whether it be Metcalf himself, him, or his brother. No, they that job. If he wasn't supposed to be there, the job was supposed to be for the adult, for the grown folks. So yeah, that's who your ass supposed to get. Tell them, hey, can he move, whatever, boom, and then talk to an adult about it. And then, damn it, the adult tells you, hey, he's fine, leave him alone. Then boom, there you go. You would have been back. You would have been back with his brother and his gang, and even though irritated and shit because he didn't get his damn way, you know, as in to say, chances be, hey, that the adult there would have told him, hey, leave it alone. But he chose to uh, play the whole I'm white and I say so card, and these are the kind of things that can happen when you do that. And as there's plenty of other videos on YouTube showing where that I'm white and I say so doesn't end in their favor at all. Yeah. So no, and also too in this dive as we go into it, and I know it's brought up, the people there with Metcalf, including his brother, should have intervened and told him, hey man, stop this shit, man. It's petty as hell. No, they didn't because they wasn't taught to do that shit. But instead, they kids like a lot of kids like them develop on their own this desire, of a belonging, and within that desire of belonging, they're gonna develop this blind sense of loyalty to one, no matter if they do whatever kind of crazy shit to another, especially to another black person, to another black kid. They're gonna ride along with it. They're gonna ride along with it. And it's only until situations like these happen is when they'll get all shaken up and just get all rattled. They just change the whole outlook. Oh shit! They're like, yeah, we're not doing this now. But nah. But they went along with his bullying and antagonism. People, understand. White folks and raccoons, understand. That is the path of an antagonistic spirit. That's where that leads. You dummies. You straight dummies. That's where that leads. And you're going to stop this shit. And that's why we're going to rise up against y'all shit, or against y'all wicked ass ways. In this drive y'all have for one to basically, indirectly, not indirectly, but indirectly, afflict us with y'all fucking bullshit, y'all evil, and think we're just supposed to take it and not say nothing about it, not give you no pushback. Like this is what, the 1930s or some shit? No, no more. So if you don't want this shit to happen, this type of shit to happen again, anywhere in this damn country, then teach your damn kids and let it spread, damn it. Let it spread to not harbor this a spirit of wanting to afflict harm upon the other people, upon the innocent people, which is directly from God's word. So I don't know how many times we gotta tell you white folks and you raccoons that we refuse to be your damn punching bag. We refuse to be your damn punching bag. Sick digger, what's up, bro? And that's real talk. So it's a crime to stop a person or a group of individuals from wanting to treat you like some damn punching bag. So that's where we're at. Okay, bet. No more, motherfuckers. No more. You shall have your war. No more. You shall have your war. That you evil bastards and bastards have declared against us long ago. And have showed strong elements of war ever since, all the way up till now. The era of Black Wall Street, and many other times of y'all coming through trying to sabotage us, to fuck with us. We don't have no power structure or such structures in place, you crazy deranged pieces of shit, to 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 impose the same deranged bullshit y'all motherfuckers have upon us for all these damn years. Unless, I mean, besides damn Hell City, you motherfuckers to the a lot of you crazy ass motherfuckers, evil ass hate bastards, damn into the damn shadow realm. Shit, aside from that, hell, we motherfucker, we don't have nothing in place, damn it, that we can utilize to make y'all lives a living hell, to derail y'all careers. No, but it's always been you motherfuckers. You damn Karens and male Karens and shit. I mean, damn. Y'all got so many terminologies, damn it, hell, to describe y'all fuckery. And after all that shit, like, what are y'all trying to do? Like, y'all trying to put a motherfucker in some kind of genjutsu and or beat them into a genjutsu or some shit. And some, damn it, a good third of motherfuckers escaped out of your genjutsu. So now, damn it, you motherfuckers are raving doing whatever you can all the way to fucking try to murder a bastard and sabotage him or and lie on a motherfucker, damn it, hell, to where to get a motherfucker falsely accused and put it and wrongfully incarcerated. Crazy ass motherfuckers. Y'all will do that. That's not us. So therefore now y'all can't say shit. Y'all can't say shit else. That's what that is. And I'm saying no. We are not getting back in your genjutsu, damn it, y'all fucked up reality. And we're willing to stand 10 toes down, willing damn it hell to fucking to fight you bastards to the death on all what's righteous. If you try to damn be on some tyrannical shit with us. Especially now after we received so much truths and revelations. I mean, as when it comes to those of us who received a lot of this knowledge, as in me, when it comes to like me being in this community over the past what almost 10 years now, shit, stop it. Nah, no, we're not going back. Like I said, y'all just like a damn demon or a foul, evil spirit or creature at the end of a last quarter of a fucking scary movie or horror movie. Shit, act all wild and erratic, not giving a damn. So the motherfuckers know the truth and shit. Just you want to go, you just want to go all wild and on a rampage now and shit, and just fuck everybody up. Okay, y'all know the truth now. Fuck it, I don't give a damn. What you gonna do? I can still fuck y'all up. That's basically them in general when it comes to a lot of you white folks. That's y'all. And miss me with this whole. I'm hearing through the grapevine, okay, the videos that came out showing, because there's the whole like protest and shit that's going on, the Karmelo Anthony protests. Like, they were saying, and I'm laughing, I'm going to say, oh, I'm not apologizing for being white. Look here, motherfuckers. I haven't heard not near one black man or black woman ever shouted such words. Never. So that's some shit y'all came up with from y'all deranged ass perception to believing, okay, that's what the fuck we wanted. Bitch, fuck fuck all that, bitch. Cut the check. You can apologize all the way to where you take the cat of nine tails and just lash yourselves with it. Y'all can take that motherfucker and lash yourselves with it. Why y'all stand right in front of black people? On your knees, just lashing yourselves for the sins, for all these generational sins. You can do all that. You can beat up your own you can beat up your own fellow white man. for us. And guess what? That still won't mean shit. Cut that damn check. Then we talking. All that other shit is bullshit. We don't give two shits. The apologies. All that. Cut the goddamn check. Retribution's at hand. And anarchy and righteous anarchy is nigh. If you motherfuckers keep on with y'all bullshit. It's like the equivalent of a motherfucker coming up and slapping you and slapped you. You don't know this motherfucker from Adam. First time seeing this son bitch, this deranged, crazy, off their meds motherfucker just come out of nowhere and just slap you while you're, walking through this plaza or some shit. A particular plaza. This motherfucker come through and just slap you. And just continue walking by like ain't nothing happened. And then get mad at you when you slam them on their damn neck. They survive, of course, and all that shit. And then they complain like you did a grave wrong and shit. And then if the motherfuckers can get some motherfuckers to side with them and shit, they gonna come and side with that motherfucking individual against you. No. That all this deranged shit needs to stop. For you motherfuckers have no right. Think we supposed to be cool? Continue to be cool if y'all taking away, damn it, our young ones? Our innocent black kids? And just go about our day? Y'all need to perish. To the pile with a lot of you. And there's a lot of you. Yes. Because a lot of you motherfuckers donated to racist motherfuckers. The son of a bitch chud. I was gonna say something funny. Uh, uh, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave it alone. I'm about to roast that piece of shit. Donate to him. And then donate it to that one racist bitch. That was being racist towards a black kid. Hell no. Yeah, I donated a lot. Which shows that there's a lot of you motherfuckers out there. That believes it's okay to treat and say and do whatever to us foundational black Americans. And we are saying, as we have the right in heaven and out of heaven, to send y'all asses body and soul straight to hell when you come and do evil upon us. We have a right to stand and fight against y'all who are trying to threaten, who have been threatening our peace and us obtaining peace. For y'all, for the first true antagonist. Let me tell you something. Bullies have no right to come and complain when they know they can't control the outcome, the consequences of their actions. You cannot control the trajectory or the magnitude of how much it comes, which is why You don't dwell in such shit. You don't dwell in doing such shit to people. Why you should strive to harbor everything that was good, according to the Most High God. You dummies. No. So yeah, like I seen that shit. That shit, man. Dude. And see motherfuckers siding with this Asian, with the Asian dude, child. What he did to Cyrus. Any of you motherfuckers who have expressed boldly that you're standing on the side of child and Asians against what's supposed to be your own, you motherfuckers are beyond wicked and deserve cancellation to its fullest. Oh, right. Why on sounds right? Why you being against their free speech, right? The free speech. Dig this here. Fuck that damn free speech shit. I mean, hell, no, they forfeited that shit when they expressed their level of hatred and evil towards black men and boys. You know how much they sick digger. You know how much they love to play. Yeah, when it's rigged in their favor. This time there was emphasis on the FO part of it. Yeah, fuck around, found out. Yeah. They want the fuck around and find out to be only reserved for them or what they're able to do and inflict upon the other people. They want to fuck around and be able to not and have the ability to not have to find out. But look here, you deranged pieces of shit. As examples reveal with this case, our resilience won't allow it. But we are going to stand up. Damn it. We are going to give you your fuck around and find out. It may not be just for one life. You see, it could lead to something where it could affect multiple. Don't try to look down upon them motherfuckers say what I'm saying is crazy. Oh, and I'm wrong or bad for saying it. No, you dumbass. I'm talking real shit. You dumb surface level, level 1, level 2 thinker ass motherfuckers. I'll tell you, boy, better learn the evil is contagious, and also evil begets calamity and turmoil. Which is why, with that, you should teach your kids, damn it, to be the opposite of that, which is being in accordance of God's word. And in doing so, if you raise your kids up them to follow in accordance of God's word, that means you show the seriousness of it, then where you will put belt to ass type of shit, switch and all that shit to ass, damn it, discipline, damn it, to the fullest on their ass. And then I guarantee you, they would have not come out doing that kind of crazy antagonistic bullshit. Because if they do, or close to it, or be on any kind of bullying type of bullshit, You, as the parents, will have no problem expressing severe punishments for it to let you know that it's not going to be tolerated in your godly household. Parent, oh wait, their parents were Christian. Their parents were Christian. Well, hell, so I'll say, damn it, they must have been some soft ass Christians then. Yep, but let's get into this next video real quick. Yeah, man. Well, no, y'all, you need to shut the fuck up. Because on another deeper level about it, with that type of with the antagonistic spirit, it's a cascading effect where it causes others, teaches others, their peers, hey, due to other people in the same how I'm treating this motherfucker. That weighs heavy. So heavy to where a lot of people are too oblivious or too messed up in the head to see of the importance of that. Because then, damn it, that will help save kids who are of weaker nature. You know, that saves them from being, bullied by those who are bullies in training because they're looking at dudes like your Metcalf, learning from them. So therefore, that means what, people? As the math on this, as the maths on this one, what I deduce is this: that some kind of reckoning, it has to be at hand, or otherwise, motherfuckers gonna do what? People keep on doing it. They're gonna keeping on until it blows and gets worse and worse. To where then motherfuckers gonna think they can just do anything to you. I just don't understand the mental pressure, how much mental pressure that will be upon, for a black boy. Pressure because I'm looking at it, man, in all his angles because he could be facing pressure not only from that bully, but because he, or let's say never chose us, or let's say one, not just Karmelo or whatever, but those who been bullied. Period. Let's say the one who's been bullied. Let's say he was bullied by that one, but now it grew into where now instead of one, it's five other people bullying because they're choosing not to respect him because he has yet to ever stood up for himself. And so until he does, then that's when people will start respecting him and showing him some respect and all that shit. Basically leaving him the fuck alone. And what we gotta stop is punishing, being on some ass backwards shit and punishing the victim in the whole situation. We need to stop punishing the damn victim for standing up against one who is trying to be on some tyrannical ass bullshit. We pass a time when strong examples must be shown to let those know if you get up on any kind of bullying shit, it shall not be tolerated, and punishments will come to the fullest. All the way to where we will allow the one who you bullied to thrash your ass. Now, enough said on that. Let's get to the video real quick. It's been a minute since I chopped it over with y'all, and I will be doing another live here soon. But yeah. All right, let's go. Let's check this one out real quick.
Reporting live from Hypers Club for Hype Plus News, I'm Janama.
You call a black woman in the word, call me that.
No, call me that.
I dare you to do it, and I swear for God, I'll make you taste the ancestors.
Me too.
As people continue to react to the news surrounding online streamer Chud the Builder's recent arrest, another moment involving the N-word is starting to go viral. According to reports, at the top of May, a Texas attorney by the name of Michael Phillips would use the N-word several times during an argument at a child custody trial. Local outlets would reveal that Phillips would use the word in front of the opposing attorney, who happened to be a black woman, so much that the judge over the case would have no choice but to find him in contempt. Now, from the looks of the alleged transcript, Phillips would end up using the word a total of 10 times during this exchange. And in one particular moment, he would even go on to say, no. I can say N-word for you too. N-word, 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 N-word. I mean... Now, for the use of the word, Phillips would end up being given the option of 3 days in jail and a $500 fine, or file a written apology to the now identified attorney, Brenda DeRowan, and a separate written apology to the court. Fast forward to Monday, it appears that local activist Quanell X and Dr. Candace Matthews would take time to pull up on Phillips to let him know that that type of language would not be tolerated. The moment looks to have had Phillips even shook.
Oh, here we go. So, Mr. Nigga right here. Yeah, that's your ass.
So you the one
I
like
want
saying
you the
N-word,
one
right?
like call people niggas and shit.
You gonna
call
her
me a
N-word
nigga.
today? I bet you won't call her in front of a black man like
I bet
that.
you won't call
In
me
fact,
no
let me call a black woman in the word, call me that.
No, call me that.
I dare you to do it, and I swear for God, I'll make you taste the ancestors.
Me too.
You a coward.
Why would
we'll
you do
catch
that?
You inside.
No, go ahead.
Go right ahead.
Go ahead.
I guarantee you wouldn't do it in front of me.
Come on.
I know. In fact, I know you won't. Say the N-word in front of me.
Come on. Go on in there.
Say it in front of me. I dare you to say it. What is your name? It's Quanell X, but you'll learn it real well today.
Yeah.
Say it. I bet you won't say a word in my face. Mm-hmm. You intimidate black women by themselves. But a black man, you won't open your goddamn mouth. Mm-hmm. I dare you to say it.
Mm-hmm. That hearing that.
I dare you to say it.
Mm-hmm. Shit, get your old ass in there. Run around here with your bald head ass, you old spot liver face looking bitch. But I ain't playing with you.
Now, following him being checked by the two activists, Phillips would end up being asked about the confrontation as he left the courtroom. And again, it appeared that he had no words, only that he's been ordered to not comment any further.
Sir, would you like to make a comment about what you said or about what happened?
I'm not allowed to make a comment at the present.
Now, when it comes to both Quanell X and Dr. Matthews' thoughts about the incident and why they decided to ridicule Phillips, they would speak to local outlet Houston Stringer and others.
Took it upon himself to be a bully, to intimidate a black female in the courtroom. But when a black man got in his face, he cowered up, cowered down, and you could not hear a rat piss on cotton. No, we will rise to the occasion and send that bigot a clear, crystal message. Hands off of black females. We're not going to tolerate that.
So those times of lynching, those times of racist behavior, especially how so comfortable that he was in that courtroom, is over.
Across social media, many viewers would catch the incident and would praise both X and Matthews for holding Phillips accountable beyond the law. One user would even suggest that Phillips wanted to say the word badly, but was being held back by what the consequences would be. He wanted to say it so bad, laughing my ass off. As far as the aftermath, X and Matthews are requesting that a full investigation take place by the State Bar of Texas, a formal apology by Phillips, and disciplinary action that could include a loss of his law license. Now, Attorney Daron, who was at the center of this incident, would share that she was deeply disturbed by Phillips' actions and would provide further backstory to what happened. I was representing a father in a custody modification jury trial. Opposing counsel spent a significant portion of the case attempting to paint his client as extremely conservative, Puritan, Christian, and morally superior. Throughout the trial, multiple pieces of evidence came out that directly contradicted that narrative. In the portion of the transcript I posted, we were outside the presence of the jury discussing yet another inflammatory piece of evidence that contradicted the image being presented to the jury. The evidence was so graphic and inflammatory that I made the decision not to introduce the actual video itself and instead only reference a screenshot. For additional clarity, I was the only black person involved in this trial. None of the parties or witnesses were black. The only other black person in the courtroom was the bailiff. While explaining to the court why the evidence was relevant to issues of credibility, character, and the narrative presented to the jury, I referenced previously admitted evidence in which the racial slur at issue had already been used by the mother to describe a witness. Again, I'm the only black person in this case. Opposing counsel then repeated saying the word over and over again in a way that, in my opinion, went far beyond any legitimate legal purpose or evidentiary discussion. I had to ask the court for permission to step outside because I was genuinely shocked and overwhelmed by what was happening. The court ultimately addressed the conduct and held counsel in contempt. At the same time, I remain proud that despite everything, our client prevailed and a father was awarded a flip in custody by a 10-12 jury verdict. Let's talk about him in the comments below. Do you think Attorney Phillips should lose his license over this, especially since he's expected to represent fairness in the court of law? Save the day for the latest news by subscribing.
You damn right he should. Hell, more than that. His old ass that need a whole boot up his ass and send his ass past Mars. I dare you say, this is how you taste the ancestors, motherfucker. He said, I dare you say to me, damn coward. And that's a lot of you. That's how a lot of you fuckers are. You're fucking cowards. You're fucking cowards as you're coming in here and my shit. Motherfucker, you gonna tell me, he's going to jail, motherfucker. Bitch, shut your ass up, motherfucker, you funky ass bitch. You're probably one of those damn white dudes, damn, who are fucking funky as hell. Damn, it smell like onions from 3 years ago, ass motherfuckers. Yeah, shut y'all bitch asses up. Damn it. Motherfucker, no, he's innocent. That's an innocent boy. That was an innocent boy. From which y'all don't want to fucking admit that he was bullied. And if it's true, like bro said in the chat, damn it, he was body slam all that shit too. Man, that shit's real talk. Hey, hell. And nothing further. No, any more combating from you motherfuckers on this? Any combating from you white motherfuckers and you raccoon motherfuckers on this shit? Let there be war. Let's just let there be war, damn it. Civil War 2. Let's just go. Let's just go and bang this shit out. Pause. Let's just go, man. Damn all this shit. Because that's what it is. You motherfuckers who are no different than the damn feminists and shit. To a great number of degrees, yeah. It's like you want to continue to fight for your way and your belief, which is in oppressing and depriving and saboteuring black people. You got us fucked up. We have every right before God to fight against your bullshit on all levels. Y'all want to come down hard on us because We long went against your y'all brainwashed teaching as y'all try to twist and use God's word for your own purposes by trying to have us to be all submissive towards you through using the scripture where he says turn the other cheek. About turning the other cheek. No way just to keep us docile. No. And then when we be when we become the Jesus, damn it, that that you guys don't want at all, which is the Jesus that turn over tables, coming in his temple and turning over tables now. Oh, you got a problem. Sorry, but not sorry, motherfuckers. That's the problem you shall have as you keep on with y'all bullshit. Straight like that. Can you fucking dig it? Yeah, fair use too, fair use. Here comes another video, a shorter video. Yeah, shorter video than that long one. Yeah, this is from this bastard called Talkie or Salty Crackers or some shit. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, another white supremacist.
I'm gonna push you if I get close enough. Push you right into that crane.
Get ready, lads. It's riot season, Abe. I think we're going to give 2020 Summer of Love a run for its money. I think it's going to get fiery,
Fair
but
use.
mostly peaceful in Frisco, Texas. So I'd pack some freedom seeds if I was anywhere near this place or any Democrat-run hellscape, because this might metastasize elsewhere. We are at the Carmelo Anthony court hearing. It has kicked off. It's a go. And we got a mini race war in the parking lot of this place. That's right. Here you got Jake Lang, and he's got a White Lives Matter placard. And this has set off a whole set of feelings in the parking lot. Let's go down, take a look. This is a Frontlines TP USA.
Whatever you talk about the motherfucking lie, and you motherfucking know it. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you talk about the motherfucking lie, and you know it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Chimping out, man. Low impulse.
Yeah, you just did the meme for everybody. What, do you think black people are violent? Say it to my face, I'll kill you. I'll kill you, you honky. You are not dodging the meme accusations in the parking lot, dude. But I think that's probably why we're in this situation. Right? Jake Lang's acknowledging a sense of low to no impulse control in certain communities out there. You're not allowed to stab somebody because they pushed you. Right? Think of how many stabbings there would be at the line of Target or Walmart. If you could just stab somebody, that's not a thing. I know everybody in the parking lot over here is going to scream, shut the bill,
Shut your having turned ass up, motherfucker.
That's not the same situation. Chud the Builder was attacked from behind. A guy jumped on and punched him in the back of the head, according to all accounts. You know, that's not the same as somebody pushing you from the front. All right. And I'll tell you where you got some other discrepancies, by the way, since you think that they're the same. Carmelo Anthony is at home right now. He's not in jail. He was able to bond out. There's a dead person in that situation. Carmelo Anthony, whether it was self-defense or not self-defense, apparently we'll find out in the future. There's a dead person, but he was able to bond out. Chud the Builder didn't kill anybody. Can't bond out. I'm noticing a trend over here where all of these BLM tards, you white goofballs with guilt, you're telling everybody how there's systemic racism. You got all of the gender studies rhetoric. Systemic racism, regular racism, 1619 racism. Look at these cops disproportionately going after black people because systemic racisms. Yeah, the white guy can't bond out because he says a word that you guys don't like. Yeah. The one who knifed somebody in the throat, they can bond out? You see how this works? I found your systemic racism. I got actual evidence of it, by the way. You
You
don't.
dumbass
You
bitch,
guys
he shot a black
have
man, you
20 plus years of body
bitch
camera
ass dude.
footage that's refuting every one of your premises, which is why we want to get rid of body cameras these days. And then you invoke fentanyl Floyd. Again, a dude who was resisting arrest, swallowing his stash, having a heart explosion. Yeah. Again, that doesn't prove your point. It proves my point, actually. Let me prove my point a little bit more, by the way. Watch that. You got full-blown death threats. Now let's head over to Savannah Hernandez. This guy, this dude over here, is going to yell a death threat at Jake Lang multiple times.
Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker.
He going to keep screaming. He going to keep in his finery, by the way, in his African finery. I got a weird suspicion this dude ain't ever been to Africa. I'm looking at the size of him. Sally Struthers disagrees, boys. Look at you got the shirt, multiple African necklaces, West Side Africa, boys. Represent. You love I love black so much. You ever been there? No. No, I ain't going to go there. Yeah. Of course you're not. How come that guy can yell multiple death threats? He doesn't even get turned around by the cops. The cops don't even throw him a glance like, bro, come on, man. Come on, what are you? Yeah. That's weird. That's where how that works out. Again, you got any body camera footage showing me that you've got black people being disproportionately and systematically hunted down by who white supremacy white officers in Democrat run or any run place? No, you don't have any of that? That's weird. Here, I got a black dude yelling multiple death threats to a white guy right in front of the cops. I mean, like, right in front of him. Totally fine. Totally fine. And that's how you guys get in this situation where Carmelo Anthony thinks that he's totally allowed to stab somebody who disrespected him. Yeah, kid pushes. He pushed me so I can stab him in the neck. No, you can't. That's why you're in that jail. And with any sanity, you're going to stay in jail. But we'll have to see because the Democrats got, again, despite all of their rhetoric, a tilted hand. I mean, look at this placard that Jake Lang has over here. Henry Nowak, a dude who was stabbed, and the police show up, and they hear the word racism, so they handcuff the white guy, and they go, listen, brown dude, did he racism you? And the white guy's like, I've been stabbed, I'm dying over here. And like, shut up, we're talking to the brown dude about racism. A left-wing, stupid propaganda, woke nonsense. Even though it's in England, it's the same ideology that's being run over here. Our police departments are full of this woke nonsense, and they hear the word racism, and they automatically assume the white guy's a racist. The brown guy would never lie, even though the white guy's bleeding out to death. Murdered by left-wing policies based around woke nonsense. Irina, woman stabbed by some lunatic screaming, I got that white bitch. In and out of prison multiple times, dozen plus times. He's not even going to be held accountable for this because he's not able to face trial over here. I got that bitch. Got that bitch. I got that white bitch. I got that white bitch. And then you got Austin Metcalf stabbed because he pushed a dude. There's 3 examples of left-wing woke policies killing white people, specifically white people being attacked and dying under systemic racist policies carried out by government institutions, by the way. Everything that BLM says it's against, everything you leftards scream about, everything that you white guilt-having gullible idiots are constantly bleeding about, it's actually happening to white people. That's what's going on over here. And white people have had enough of it. And that's why they're out there in front of this courthouse. And people who are used to white people bending over backwards for them aren't seeing that anymore. And they're getting upset and they're thinking that that's racism. No, we're just tired. We're fatigued out of our mind over here. The world's least racist generation got stabbed in the neck. So we're fatigued. And we want to mind our own business. We'll kill you then. We'll kill you. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. So much I kept up to date with the death threats.
Shut your bitch ass up, motherfucker. For one, you talking all that shit. Then we're talking about like other cases and all that shit with black men and yeah. I know he probably talked shit about the George Floyd case too. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you motherfuckers are worse than you motherfuckers are worse than scum. You worse than scum, huh? But you ain't gonna say shit, white boy, huh, about y'all fuckery, huh? Yeah, as y'all so forever hesitant. Or when you do talk about it, it's in a like non it's a nonchalant way. You know, you'll bring it up like that, like it's like it's nothing. You know, of y'all fucker, of all the shit y'all done, of all the hell you motherfuckers cause and continue to cause all the way up to this fucking day, you sons of bitches. What? No, shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna mention that, huh? Mass school shootings, huh? To the burning of churches. You motherfuckers are beyond evil. Like your Kyle Rittenhouse, huh? You ain't gonna, huh? You ain't gonna say nothing about that, huh? White boys, that's wrong, huh? Nah, because y'all believe that's okay. It's okay. This okay thing to do for you to be a white boy to come through with a damn AR-15 and shoot at innocent black people who ain't did shit to you or try to attack you or nothing. So therefore, yeah, we ain't trying to hear it, motherfuckers. So this is the price you pay when you do such evil shit. For years, you motherfuckers think there was not gonna be any pushback? What the fuck? Yeah, check out this little short video. Yeah, check out this short video, man. Yeah, y'all got us fucked up. Hell no, we rise up against this shit, motherfucker. No, he's innocent. Free our boy, Karmelo Anthony. Free him now, you pieces of shit.
Today is June 8th, and just want to give you an update on what's happening in that Collin County courtroom. Again, no cameras are allowed in there, so we are just kind of relaying to you the information that's happening inside of that courtroom. Over the weekend, the state rested after calling more than 20 witnesses to the stand. Now, as we have been telling you since all of this started, Karmelo Anthony, who is now 19, is accused of murdering Austin Metcalf, who was 17 at the time, last year in April at that Frisco track meet. So here's what we know right now. Karmelo Anthony's attorneys are asserting that this was all self-defense, that Austin Metcalf was actually the aggressor in all of this. So we got a chance to hear from some of the students who were at that track meet last April, and they gave conflicting reports of what happened that day. You know, we do know that both sides agree that Karmelo Anthony went underneath their tent to try to get out of the rain. The question now becomes what happened after that? And the stories do differ. One thing I do want to point out here, the state called the medical examiner to the stand over the weekend, and the defense has tried in the past to say that maybe Austin Metcalf was stabbed himself, like basically because he lunged forward into Anthony, that was the reason why he ended up getting stabbed. But the medical examiner agreed with the prosecution and said over the weekend that's a dangerous assertion to leave with the jurors. We also know that Austin Metcalf's twin brother was not called to the stand by the state. It was something that could have happened. He could have been one of the witnesses that was called. The defense is calling their witnesses to the stand. We know that some of those witnesses are going to be teens who were there at the track meet when all of this happened. One thing that is still unclear this morning is if Carmelo Anthony is going to take the stand in his own defense. Again, he has said that this was all self-defense. He was not the aggressor. And in fact, Austin Metcalf was the aggressor on that day. But that's what the jury is going to have to decide. Again, he's being charged with murder. News cameras are still not allowed in the courtroom, so you can continue to follow our live blog on our website, nbcdfw.com, or you can download our free NBC DFW mobile app.
Boy, I got something for y'all motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, here I go. Here the racists come through. I knew you white boys was gonna come through, you funky ass, raunchy ass, wet dog, onion smelling motherfuckers and shit where you can't never wash that stint off motherfuckers. You motherfuckers look like you need to take a shower after you got out of that bitch ass funky ass white motherfuckers. I bet you just some funky ass white dude, huh? Just miserable as shit, huh? Yeah, take your funky ass on somewhere. This is what a lot of you evil motherfuckers need. This is what a lot of you raccoons and you evil white supremacist motherfuckers. I got something for y'all. Hold up. Yep, it just came through. Yep. Yeah, you may like this package. This for y'all. This for where all you evil motherfuckers need to go. That's what y'all need. That's what y'all need. I mean, it seems shit ain't gonna change until y'all get that treatment. Until y'all get just that there. And ain't it funny because when you look at them like, damn, all the horror flicks with these white folks and shit, then with these white dudes and these white chicks, it's kind of fitting, you know. Like it's just a symbolic thing of what should occur for y'all, for all the evil y'all have committed upon us. So it's, hey, I mean, and that's what the story was about. Hey, this chick, she was cursed. She didn't become cursed because she was, she was on some bullshit. Didn't want to help that lady out. When it came to her house, and so she ended up with a curse. And I still noticed some lazy, a little lazy writing in there, even though it was it hit big in the box office when it came out. So, but yeah, the whole drag me to hell. Yeah, and that's where a lot of y'all need to be dragged. Oh no, I don't want that. Well then change your fucking ways, dummies. Change your fucking ways. Stop your bullshit. And all you racist motherfuckers, just get y'all damn cabin and go in the fucking woods and away from the rest of us. Hell, damn it, ain't y'all got a y'all own little community going on or some shit, huh? Like, yeah. Well, how come all you motherfuckers ain't just migrating over there? With that one white dude who started that shit. I fucking forgot his name. But fuck him too. Well, yeah. Shit. Like, you know what I mean? But, hey, Saul, you know, y'all going to the same schools, all that shit. Hey, a great problem solved because that means what? A lot of you white motherfuckers are away. A lot of you crazy white motherfuckers are away from us. Yes, that's what we've been wanting. Those of us who are not bootlicking raccoons, we don't need your presence. What? Motherfuckers. When we come together, we are powerful on our own. We don't need you, white boy. Y'all in the way. So therefore, hey, if you're the white people who are against this shit, who are heavy against these white supremacists, and you are for Karmelo Anthony, donate to his family. Don't nobody donate to me on this shit here. Hell, find a source of donate to both of these families. Today, don't give me not a damn dollar. Let it be to the families. And so therefore, yes, and so that's what a lot of you white cats need to do. Damn it, so much so to where you motherfuckers, yeah, in the protests, yeah, and you need to be on the right side. And when they come through them with their bullshit and try to attack one of us, that's when you white people, man or woman, that's when you commence the beat down. Okay. Yes, that's when you commence the beat down. That's when you teach the grave lesson to your own fellow white people. Now, will that make us just fully trust you? And yeah, no. No. For this shit, you must understand. It has to be put in overdrive. Hey, well, what, man? I mean, we beating on people up for you, like, what you want to do? Kiss the ring? No, not quite, but something that may hurt y'all a great deal more than that. Well, what is that, Ray? Cut the goddamn check. Cut us the damn check right now. It's high time y'all pay us reparations and retribution. Hell, and settlements that need to be issued out to all of us of whom them y'all committed such great injustice upon. So, God bless Karmelo Anthony and his family. Please, Lord God, keep him safe in your protection. Oh, great eternal God, keep him safe in your protection. And please bless, Lord, that he'll come out of this victorious and triumphant, and may you receive all the glory and the praise. In your great name, I pray. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. So let's go into, the Cyrus. Let's get into this. So shout out to him, free Karmelo right now.
Don't forget to pick up my new book. It's on Amazon. The link is in the description box.
My good Asian siblings, I'm tired that the white man's tactics keep working on us. They always treat us like the perpetual foreigner. You see how they did us during COVID. Chinese Exclusion Act, concentration camps, now icing our neighborhoods. We try to break this label by assimilating and emulating the white man model of success. We worship their institutions, their titles of prestige and salaries. They block us from going to these institutions. Then white men use the Asians as the face of the movement to dismantle affirmative action. And we get admitted even less now amongst other marginalized communities. Why are we fighting so hard to be part of an institution that doesn't want us there to begin with? Then they give us symbolic victories like the Stop Asian Hate Crime bill, which there is Asian hate, but when other communities are also getting brutalized and there's nothing but silence, this victory just becomes another point of tension devised by the white man to separate us from everybody else. And then we see some of us physically doing the white man's bidding, emulating the racism, anti-blackness, violence, to the point where we're taking people's lives. Then the white man let us walk free. Why? To continue to divide us and other marginalized communities. It's all part of the Grand Master Plan to reinforce these institutions and systems that the white man has created to maintain their power and control over everybody else. Do not be a white devil in Asian skin. Do not fall for the white man tactics.
I see way too many Asian Americans in this moment trying to rehash the anti-black propaganda campaign known as Stop AAPI Hate. So let's get a few things straight. First of all, yes, there was a significant spike in anti-Asian violence and anti-Asian sentiment earlier this decade. But no, it was not primarily coming from black people. And you can confirm this yourself by looking up the FBI crime statistics. And if you want to look more into it, it was also debunked by Asian Americans Advancing Justice, who found that the fear-mongering mailers, ad campaigns, and viral videos going around showing Asian Americans being attacked by black people were coming from a Stephen Miller-led organization. And this was done by Republicans ahead of the 2022 midterm elections to gain Asian American votes by associating black people with the Democratic Party and pretending that Republicans are the only ones who are going to care about Asian Americans and Asian American safety. Now I say pretend because this is Stephen Miller, who is the current director of Homeland Security, who is working his hardest to restrict visas from Asian countries and to deport as many of us as he can. So keep in mind that when you repeat anti-black Stop AAPI hate propaganda, you are not supporting Asian Americans and you are not promoting Asian American safety. You are only supporting this piece of shit Segwai, who views the Hart-Celler Act, the Immigration Reform Act that allowed many of us to come to this country, as a tragedy. He has called it ruinous for social change in America because it removed the 1920s immigration restrictions that excluded us from the United States as necessary. Put simply, Stop AAPI Hate was a psyop on us Asian Americans to get us to distance ourselves and to fear and to hate and to blame the very community that is the only reason why we have civil rights in the United States, and that is Black Americans. Now, a significant difference between Stop AAPI Hate and the deaths of people like Latasha Harlins and Cyrus Carmack-Belton has to do with accountability leading to systemic change, or the lack thereof. In the vast majority of those viral videos where you saw black people attacking Asian Americans, the assailant was arrested and charged and convicted. They were held accountable, and a whole-ass federal bill was signed into law for our safety. Whereas a lot of the grief and the outrage being experienced in the Black American community right now has not only to do with the dehumanization and the deaths of their people, including their children, but the lack of accountability. Rick Chow was allowed to walk free after killing 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack-Belton.
Let me say this to black people right quick, and this is completely out of order with the other videos that I had intended on uploading. Can we please stop making videos on the internet talking about the Japanese and them being racist towards black people because of, the black Twitter? I don't even know what was the whole motivation of black people to go over there on Japanese Twitter. And, obviously, I don't think it's every Japanese person, because I keep seeing these other videos where, people are being interviewed on the street and they're saying the exact opposite. Or that video that I have in my community tab, where that Japanese lady, basically randomly stopped that black man who speaks Japanese and was just like, you represent America well, and basically talked about how, fucked up white people were. Or the Japanese man, there was a white guy who went to Japan recently, and the Japanese guy, he let him know. He's like, y'all fuck up the world. He's like, everywhere you go, you guys fuck up the world. So, I recognize that it ain't all Japanese people. Because, I see videos from Asian Boss, and there's a number of other videos, right? But here's the lesson to be learned in all of this, okay? Because I see the same argument being made, right? And it's a true statement, but it's a little bit too whiny for me, coming from the way that I'm hearing it. Which is the idea that, why are the Japanese? Why do they hate us? We didn't do anything to them. Right? The white people, they're the one that dropped 2 thermonuclear devices on their heads. Right? They're the ones that put the Japanese people in internment camps. Right? We didn't do anything. But can you do anything? That's the part that you miss. Can you do anything? And see, this covers so many topics, so many things that are interconnected, like why street dudes get respect in the black community and so-called educated, lame, upstanding black men don't get respect in the black community, right? Because as I said before, we can talk about, Pookie did this, Pookie acting like a nigga, this, that, and the third, he crashed out and everything. But see, everybody knows that there's going to be a response if you fuck with Pookie. Okay, the Pookies have a reputation of responding with violence. There's only 2 things in this world that people really respect, and it's power and violence. And power can come in various forms, like money, if you control the medium of exchange, right? Or you can influence other people negatively, however you do that, right? And just outward violence. That's what people respect. I saw a video the other day of a guy talking about how, when it comes to being a man and having muscles is a silent flex. And it is a silent flex. You got to tap into people's base instincts. This was, again, one of my issues with religion and, all this sort of nonviolent cope, that is thrown around. When it comes to the Muslims get this a little bit better because their shit is a little bit more direct and to the point, right? Eye for an eye, all that good stuff, right? But when it comes to a lot of the Christians, they seem to come with this sort of, turn the other cheek, version of Jesus. I don't know why, but that's the Jesus that they like, right? That's the Jesus that white people encourage when it comes to black people. They don't like the Jesus going in the church and flipping over tables and shit. They don't like that Jesus. No. They like docile Jesus. They like being, monk Jesus. That's what they like. Hippie Jesus, flower power Jesus, peace sign Jesus. That's what they like. You see, and the fact of the matter is nobody respects that. There's a reason why Chud the Builder didn't go into fucking Memphis. He only stayed his sweet ass in Nashville. I saw another post, somebody was talking about, how, and I've said it myself. You know what I mean? But when I stopped and actually thought about it, I was like, yeah, the reason why Ray Ray and Pookie ain't out there chasing down white supremacists because the white supremacists ain't fucking with them. Right? The only people fucking with black men that are in the streets are the fucking police. Everybody else is scared. Even the white supremacists are scared. Like we talked about with the AME church shooting and the freaking, the top supermarket shooting.
That's
You went and shot
right.
up a
That's
supermarket
right.
full of elderly, senior, and majority female black folks. That's what you shot up, right? But then they'll be writing all type of manifestos, even the one in Jacksonville, writing all type of manifestos and shit, talking about how, the black man this and niggas that, and I hate them and yada, yada, yada. But then when it comes to them actually crashing out, they don't want no smoke. I'm like, why don't you go pull up where the niggas be at, right? You say all they do is smoke crack on the corner and sell drugs and all this other bullshit, right? That's what you say, right? You know exactly where they are, right? You know exactly where not to go. It goes back to something that Captain Solo, he related to me when it came to somebody else. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to somebody not making eye contact, you got to go out of your way to not make eye contact with somebody. You got to intentionally be trying to avoid that sector, that vicinity, in order to not make eye contact with somebody. And that's what white folks do when it comes to, the scary black people. Again, they know who to run up on. If you're a black person and some white person tries you, 9 times out of 10, it's because you look soft. That's why most of the videos that you see, they'll be trying to run up on black women. They'll be trying to run up on the black Poindexter, right? They don't try to run up on a DMX looking black man. Show me a video where white people tried to run up on a black man that looked like, he had a hard life. Show it to me. Show that shit. Show me white people running up on a black man with tattoos on his neck. Show it to me. Show me the
That's
white people
right.
running up on the black dude that looks like he went to prison for 10 years. Show it to me. You ain't gonna see it. That's not the black people that they try. They try the soft targets. They know the difference. They know the difference. White people try to pretend like, they're all the same. No, they're not. They know the difference. Just like they know the difference between us and Africans. They know the difference. They know who's got animosity and who doesn't. They know who has it in their mind that they're just waiting to lash out on a white person. They know. You see? So, what else is there? In this whole thing, you just got to recognize what people really respect and fear, because you're not gonna get past the base instincts, of human beings. These are primitive, ancient instincts that people have of who is dangerous and who is not. And this goes back to Richard Spencer when he did that interview, and he was talking to that UFC fighter, little short dude, talking about he's tired of the race conversation. I mean, people really undervalue how important Richard Spencer saying that was, because it conveyed so much. He's like, I'm a little tired of the race conversation. I'm tired. It's like, we go around talking about, we score higher on the L stat. We're well behaved. And the way he said well behaved, he said it like the shit was so corny to him. Oh, we're so well behaved, right? You see, like all this shit with white and people talk. We talk about white people, white men in particularly, hyper focusing on black men, right? We live rent free in their minds. Again, they've talked about us so much. We now know that they think of us as the true Viltrumites. We now know that. Because they went too far in constantly talking about us. It's like, nigga, why do you keep talking about us? You got the House, the Senate, the presidency, right? The judiciary. You got everything that you wanted, right? You would think they just go off and go and do what they want. But obviously, we know that the white oligarchs are not operating in the interest of the white proletariat, right? So now they're mad because their station in life is being affected. Their money is not right? And so they don't have the status that they once had. And their status has always been predicated on them having long-term stable employment. And now that's gone. So the white male identity is fractured right now. And so they're trying to find a way to elevate their status. I told you, they have status anxiety and sexual anxiety. And so what they got to do is, we got to criminalize black men. Oh, they're the big boogeyman. You see this doing it with the Carmelo Anthony case. Oh, the big black man. Oh, the boogeyman. Right? You see this with the Mr. Chow and the gas station. Right? Them trying to, support the Asian for killing the black guy, trying to make them a buffer class and whatnot, right? Make them, honorary whites, at least for the time being, right? That, the blacks are the criminals and whatnot. But here's the reality, right? When he said, we're so well behaved, what does it mean to be well behaved? Right? When you're well behaved and you're following the rules having ass motherfucker, right? You don't challenge shit. You don't challenge authority, right? You don't stand up for yourself. You don't. You're well behaved, right? This is why, if you notice, like all the white supremacists, nationalists, they're talking about how they're going to lash out. Oh, when white people chimp out, it's mass genocide. Right? And look at the guys who are saying this shit. Look at what they look like. None of them look like Vikings and shit, right? None of them. They all look like a bunch of fucking frail ass incel white dudes. It's like Revenge of the Nerds and shit.
Exactly.
They don't even have the discipline nor the sense to take their ass in the gym and lift weights. But they want to tell you about what type of violence they're going to go out there and do. Right? And we've seen the type of violence that they go out there and do. They'll go and, get an AR-15, shoot the place up, and then delete themselves and whatnot because they don't want confrontation. There is there's a code amongst men. I was thinking this the other day about how, what are the things I don't like about women? What do women stand for? They don't stand for anything. Even amongst men who have committed heinous crimes, there's just certain things. There's a code. I don't even know where the code comes from. I'm trying to figure out how men have this code across the fucking board. Even when it comes to it reminds me of that scene when in freaking the World of Warcraft, the CGI movie and whatnot, when they were fighting, what was the guy? I guess he called himself Black Hand or something like that. One of the guys, and he killed him. The guy, the king from Azeroth, right? He killed him, and then the freaking Gohan was like kill him, and all of the freaking orcs was not the woman was trying to tell him. She was like, yo, you're gonna lose the horde if you go up against. She was like the whatever their little circle fight, their little one-on-one fight, how sacred that shit was. And they all the orcs even gave the king, the white king, they gave him, his respect and let him take the body of his dead son and fly off on the Griffith. And I'm saying that's a movie, obviously. But I'm saying even, again, when we go into the prison industrial complex, right? And I'm not saying, there's no real, the idea is there's no honor amongst thieves, but everybody knows, even people outside of prison, they all know that you fuck with children, you don't get respect for fucking up children, violating children. You don't even get respect really for fucking up women. When people are it's okay, we know that there's murderers and rapists of grown women in prison, but when they figure out all you do, some of them guys, they don't even fuck with rape, period. They don't fuck with sex crimes. You know what I mean? But some of those guys, they'll pick up on the idea that, so you got all the work and all the smoke for women, but you don't have that shit for other men. You know what I mean? That's a fast way for men to lose respect for, a particular man, is they see that he's quick to get loud with women, but he's not quick to get loud with other men. You see? And again, I don't know what the specifics are, what the aura is and whatnot. Whether somebody, stands 10 toes down. I watched a video the other day. There was a guy, he was an ex-Nazi. He was a part of the Aryan Brotherhood, had the swastika on his chest and everything. And he was like, yo, we don't fuck with Chud. First of all, he's like, Chud is too loud. Chud brings too much smoke. We don't agree with just going out there and just fucking with people just because. Like, we don't go around just fucking with people like that just because of, they race and shit like that. I don't know how true that is. But he was just like, nah. He's like, I can tell you right now. He's like, Chud is not going to be fucking protected in prison unless he's paying. They were like, they are not going to bring Chud in, because of all this shit that he does. Because everybody sees it. They think that shit is whack. They think that shit is corny. You know what I mean? That's not how again, I think that part of it is the optics of it. Like, if you're going to be a part of a group of men, those men don't want you to do anything that looks weak or cowardly. Because it makes the group look weak and cowardly. So if you go out there, like you'll have a guy. I remember one time there was a guy, he was mad because some other dude stole his girl. And the motherfucker came back to the group. It was like at a party. Guy came back to the group and he had said that he's like, yeah, I got him though. I got him. And we were like, oh, you fought him? You did, He said, no. He keyed the dude's car. And the way that, like, every dude rolled their eyes and sucked their teeth. And that was the last party that he was invited to. They were like, yo, you going to confront a motherfucker, you confront a motherfucker. You don't go and key his car because you're mad because he was fucking with your girl. Like, that's some bitch-ass cowardly shit. That's some shit that women do. So there's just certain codes there, of things that men, recognize. They recognize, like, it's recognized that black people in America, black men in particular, are second-class citizens. That's why a lot of these groups come here and they're very confused when you got ICE kicking down their door and they're like, but don't you have a war with the blacks? Right? I told you, black Americans are an inconvenient population. An inconvenient population. And the other groups, that just got here, they're way easier to deal with than dealing with black Americans. Because first off, a lot of white people, they already know that there's a lot of black Americans that'll get with you. Be it the fact that black Americans have already fought in every war that this country has ever had. So that whole idea of the black people are cowards, and they already know. No, them motherfuckers are just as dangerous as us. They might not have the military might behind them. They might not have the police support behind them. But if you think that you're going to go over there and sort of flex on the idea of just off of the strength of your superior whiteness, you got another thought coming. You see? So many of these immigrants, they come to this country and they think, they're confused. And I understand it. It's confusing. Right? They look at television, they see everything, right? I mean, this is what the Japanese want. They want proximity to whiteness. Right? They're like, hey, and there's cowardice to that. Not just them wanting proximity to whiteness, but there's cowardice in the fact that, yes, white people drop 2 thermonuclear devices on you. You ain't making posts talking about how you so scared of white people. Right? They put you in internment camps, dragged you out of your fucking house. But you don't see any posts of the Japanese talking about how they scared of white people, right? Or any other Asians. We could talk about the burning down of the Chinatown in San Francisco, right? You don't see the Chinese writing, about how they so scared of white people. Right? But when it comes to black people, because of, the media, the propaganda, black people, oh, look at them, they're so criminal. Look at all the criminal activity, right? Because black Americans have been grossly and profoundly marginalized as a group, right? And so there's evidence of, oh, look at their criminality, but you have to put it in the context of they're the marginalized group and been marginalized. The very rights that Asians have in this country are because black people went out there and protested and fought the good fight. So when Asians look at black Americans, they're very confused. They think that when, okay, well, they're going to be fucking with them and they're not going to be fucking with us. We've been fighting white people the whole time.
Yep, that's the end of that one. Hold up. So, shout out to Sergeant Willie Pete, and shout out to Edward Anderson for exposing me to Sergeant Willie Pete. So, salute to both of you gentlemen. And yeah, he's totally right on this one, man. Like, real talk. Because, I mean, it is what it is. Like, we are not no saboteur motherfuckers. You know what I mean? We're not. You know, but we've been attacked, man, since the fucking beginning. You know, and you know, as a whole group, it is just crazy. And these agents too, when you coming through, like, you know, apologizing, you know, just or whatever, just hey, we know that hey, there's not all the agents, you know, that's exuding this type of hatred, you know, want to harm black people. Nah, it's, you know, y'all have y'all type of effed up deranged cats like we do and any other group do. So, you know, it's just that we over here in this other, you know, in this country, and you, hey, we know good and damn well that the roles were reversed, and this situation happened in China. You know good and damn well that that black man, say hypothetically, who sends the Asian guy to the shadow realm. You know good and damn well that black man is not going back home. He's going to be in a hellish Chinese prison. You can bet that. So it kind of shows in a sense how soft our damn government is too. Yep, and shit, and he's right too. Yeah, we done fought basically in every war, just about every fucking war in this damn country. So therefore, then we deserve our just due respect. So when you bastards, when you bastards and bastards see dysfunction within our community, yeah, just dealing with our lineage, y'all should, white, Asian, Indian, y'all should just sit back and shut the fuck up and let us manage that shit and work it out. Because we get in y'all business, y'all want to get political matters and all that shit involved, to get the white man whose ass y'all like to kiss to punish us. Nah, we ain't have no more of that shit. Yeah. So let's get more into this situation with Cyrus. Like I said, may he rest in God's peace. May God bless his family. May God bless both of the families of the Belton and the Karmelo Anthony family. Let's check this out. Did I share? Yep. Yeah, no, here we go.
March 16th, 1991 was a Saturday, and like any other weekend at this time, kids would get up and watch cartoons, play video games, or some had chores. some people would decide to go to the store and buy
Shout
some
out,
items,
Shay.
especially for their family's breakfast. And this was the case for high school student Latasha Harlins. She walked down to the nearby store called Empire Liquor to get some orange juice for her family. Upon arriving to the store, there was a small issue. Latasha Harlins did not pay for the orange juice at first. She put the orange juice into her bag and was then going to pay for it later. Now, the person on the other side of the register was the owner, and her name was Soon Da-ju, a Korean immigrant that came to the United States. A back and forth occurred between the two because Soon Da-ju did not see the $2 that Harlins held in her hand. Soon Da-ju grabbed Harlins, and Harlins hit her ass back. Soon Ja-do threw a stool at her, and Harlins walked away. And while she was walking away, a young lady coming to buy a bottle of orange juice never made it back home to her family. This caused a lot of problems between blacks and Korean stores at this time. And this situation, also tied to the Rodney King beating, would be the reason for the LA riots in the following year in 1992. Now, on November 15th, 1991, a jury found Due guilty of voluntary manslaughter. Now, this offense should put your ass in jail between 3 to 11 years. But what happened?
Soon Ja-do was charged in Latasha's case, and a jury convicted her of voluntary manslaughter. But the sentence that she received is one of the many reasons that people still talk about this case in 2026. Due was sentenced to probation, community service, she had to pay a fine, and she had to pay restitution for funeral cost. She served no time in prison.
This suspended sentence was a joke. This sentence exacerbated the existing tension between Black American residents and Korean American merchants in South Central Los Angeles. But that should be the end of the story, right? On May 28, 2023, in Columbia, South Carolina, a young man by the name of Cyrus Carmack-Belton entered in a Shell gas station store owned by the name of Mr. Rick Chow. Now, Mr. Rick Chow is Chinese. Also in the store was his son, Andy. Now, there is evidence that the teen had began to take 4 bottles of water from the gas station and possibly putting him in his backpack, but then he removed those bottles and put them back. Now, as the teen was leaving the store, he was confronted by the 2 men, and so the teen took off running. Now, once he took off running, about 140 yards down the road, we heard. So the father, Rick Chow, said that Carmack-Belton had a gun. And he did have a gun, but the evidence showed that he didn't pull the gun and he was shot in the back. It was almost impossible for a person to have a gun to be shot in the same position that he was. And furthermore, he never stole the bottles of water and they shouldn't have never ran after him. But the verdict was not guilty. Now, this case with Mr. Rick Chow is very similar to what we see with Soon Ja-do of Empire Liquor in 1991. 2 black teenagers accused of shoplifting, losing their lives, and the Asian store owners are pretty much getting off scot-free. But was this the only time? On November 20th, 2014, police officer Peter Liang and his partner, Sean Liddell, were on patrol at the Louis H. Pink houses in the East New York neighborhood of Brooklyn. I believe it's called Brownsville. Now, a lot of crime had been happening at these particular apartment homes. And so what these cops were doing, they would just randomly show up, they would walk to the top of the stairwell, and then they would just, come down. At this time, between the 7th and 8th floors, there were no lights, and Peter Liang had his gun out. He also had a flashlight out, but inadvertently, he accidentally shot a wall. Now, coming down that staircase was a young man by the name of Akai Gurley, who happened to be with his girlfriend. And once the shot ricocheted from the wall, it fatally struck him in the chest. Now, these officers heard what was going on, They found the man bleeding. None of them offered him CPR or anything. And that goes for Peter Lang and Sean Landau. Now, on February 11, 2016, he was convicted of manslaughter and official misconduct, and he was supposed to face up to 15 years of prison time. But what happened? He received 5 years of probation.
Damn!
But that wasn't even the biggest story. You see, Mr. Liang was Chinese, and many Asians felt that he was being used as a scapegoat.
The conviction outraged Chinese American communities across the nation, who say Liang is being used as a scapegoat after other police officers, mostly white men, weren't indicted in similar high-profile cases involving the deaths of unarmed black men.
The concern was he should have been found not guilty for that. It was an accident. And not only that.
I was here 40 years in Chinatown, and we're doing a lot of big cases here. But this time, I can say all the Chinese, everybody is very angry about this case, very angry. A lot of the senior people, they live in the senior housing, they're getting the government's benefit, low income, and everybody come up here to line up $5, $20, every day, long lines here for donate the money to Peter.
Chinese people from all across the nation donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Mr. Peter Liang to basically give him a legal defense fund. That's what they did. And so now we see 3 different incidents with blacks and Asians, most notably Chinese, and them not being really held accountable for their actions. So what does this mean?
The dominant society, they are empowering their buffer class. See, the dominant white society, they like to position non-black groups as buffer class entities. They give these people provisional privileges. They give them economic access, legal protections, basically so they can manage, police, and extract resources from black neighborhoods. So they act as proxies for systematic anti-blackness.
This is a very interesting point. Now, if you guys know anything about the relationship between blacks and Asians, whether they be Chinese or Indians, even across Africa, Asians have typically been used as a buffer class when you're talking about the relationship between blacks and whites. So in the middle are the Asians. It's not uncommon to see them controlling businesses in the black community. It's not uncommon to see them doing the same thing in African countries or in the Caribbean. They have these provisional privileges and they are able to get away with the same things that whites can get away with. But then
Latasha Harlan situation, they're sending a systemic message that you'll be protected by the state if you are a non-black person who eliminates a black youth.
He makes another great point, that if you happen to have these issues with these blacks, you will be protected. And I have the same outrage as everybody else, but I do want to be real when I talk about something here. Number one, a lot of our black youth are going to have to understand when they are dealing with Asians or foreigners that come from a different part of the world, that a lot of times those people have no patience with black people. And because they come from these countries where you can actually do stuff like chase after somebody who you think stole something and shoot them, and they feel justified, and they feel like because somebody's black, they can get away with it, that means that they can make this kind of a rash decision quickly. And so even if you're 14 or 15 or 16, somebody Asian is not looking at you typically as that you're a child. It's very possible that somebody could be looking at you and say, hey, this person's grown, this is an adult, this is a kid that's 20 or 25, or, you know, he's a threat. They can say that to themselves. And this is the same case that happened with this kid out in Memphis. I covered this in 2018. You had a young man by the name of Dorian Harris. He went into a place called Top Stop Shop and he took a beer out there and didn't pay for it. This guy by the name of Anwar Ghazali ran out there, shot him 3 times. The kid was dead. I don't know where the kid ended up falling at, but he was in somebody's backyard for like 2 days dead. Nobody called the police or anything like that. This guy gets 22 years. And again, in the countries that they come from, even if they're first generation Americans, it's not uncommon for people to handle stuff like this. I'm in Uganda and people get handled like this all the time and nothing happens. If you tie that in with just racism towards blacks and disliking blacks altogether, it's a very bad situation. So we gotta teach our kids that when they deal with Asians, if you're gonna buy something from their stores, if you're gonna go there, convenience stores, get in and get out, all right? Don't talk to them crazy, don't do anything, because you never know what they're thinking. If you gotta go. A lot of these people can be racist and then they don't have the patience. Go there, buy your stuff, get out quick, try to limit your conversations. That's the best way to deal with it if you have to go to these stores. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Dude Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Pretty sure for all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.
Damn, what the hell? Wouldn't let me unmute for me. But yeah, man, that shit is just messed up, dude. Like, it's low down dirty, man. And so, yeah, that's, and shout out to O'Shea, man, for this, you know, and for putting the stories together, you know what I mean, to show how interconnected these situations are, you know, and basically, hey, they cannot, nobody can say, you know, cannot take this, you know, this knowledge, these revelations, okay. So now we got evidence to show clearly that we are not the fucking problem. Once again, that black man and boys have not been the fucking problem. It's these crazy motherfuckers. And it show how basically how there's basically seem like it's systematic, so much so to where you can't help but claim it and you know and tag it as what it is. You know, is that basically, hey, that you guys have some kind of like network system.
If you don't want that, then fight. Even if that means you have to force them to listen to you. The words of someone who doesn't fight will never reach anyone.
Well, you had better hear me today. It's because you consider me a vagabond leader that I'm not to speak here. Well, you had better cut those neckties off of them black boys that you put in our district. Because they don't know what's happening. And I'm from the pits of nigger hell. And I know what's happening. If you won't listen to me when I make an appeal for the Negroes because you have no concern for the Negroes, listen to me when I make an appeal for America. You claim you love America. Well, we love America. But you are driving us back and you are making a Samson out of us, and we are going to pull down the pillars. Should you try to pretend that I'm crazy because I want America to be saved? Riots that goes on in this country, in any city. The city is better than Pittsburgh. And then you think we have no right to ask for something? Is it too much to ask you to grant us human dignity? Should we be put down and shot to death for this request? If so, you can aim your guns. What the hell do you think we care about dying if you're going to deny us the right to live?